Have you ever had a project where you thought, I've got this one nailed, I can get this done, and then it comes to find out that you have absolutely failed? Let me tell you the story about Azura's bra. One of my longtime friends and costume collaborators, Azura, reached out to me with this image. She was at the Fabulous Fall Festival in November and fell in love with the colors, the shape, and the style of this Egyptian costume. And from this photograph, I was able to glean that there was enough fabric in this overly long skirt to make new straps. So when it arrived at my house, I was surprised to find out that this was, in fact, one of those infamous Dina bras, the kind that might be sewn but is almost impossible to hand sew. The issue is that although these decorations are great, and you can see that there is several layers of lace with beads and sequins added to the top of it, so an embellished lace. So I thought, well, here, let me take a look at this. And when I started shooting this video, which the voiceover no longer applies because I was saying what my process was, I, flipped it over and I noticed something strange. First off, these straps are just like pant weight waistband elastic. There is nothing special about this elastic. It's extremely stretchy, and I can understand now that I've had it in my hands that it would not have supported Azura. But also, these straps were applied on upside down. So you can see the way it's buckling right there where my hand is. Do you see that buckling? That's because what is the bottom should be the top and vice versa. So in order for a stretchy strap to fit, this line needs to be horizontal. But notice that when I make it straight, it's going downward at an angle. This is the top, and that is the bottom edge. And these were somehow flip-flopped when it was manufactured. But that's not the only error I found, because when I flipped it back over to take a look at the inside, I realized there isn't actually a supportive bra inside of these cups. These cups are essentially just half circle bowls. They're not really anatomically correct. And I was starting to feel very discouraged here as I experimented with this elastic. So that all had to come out. And I knew I had enough fabric left over from the skirt to cover that, but suddenly I realized I had a lot more work to do. Because as I started taking it apart, I noticed that it was just a wad of fiberfill inside of it, and that the lining had been glued into the center of the cup, approximately where the nipple would be located. And as I continued to uncover it, I realized that the only supportive piece is this tiny little strip here, and it's just to give a little bit of reinforcement. No shaping, there's no underwire, there's no structure to this except the innate hardness of the starch or the glue that was applied to the outside. While I credit myself to being a pretty good costume maker, I can't make this into a supportive bra for somebody with an ample bosom. This is really designed for somebody who has very perky, very pert, maybe even synthetic bust. All in all, I promised something I could not deliver without investing in one crucial piece. So I reached back out to Kathy Azura and asked her to, consider buying a bra. There are several to choose from. I mean, there's many bra companies. So I sent her a link to this Wellcole nearly $80 bra. There's also this Victoria's Secret bra that's like 55. Or I even sent her one for a Bally bra. I noticed it's a little thicker in the middle, but it would give her the support and would come in her size. So the mission is to acquire a bra, make sure it fits beautifully, and then apply this Dina-style cups over the bra as if it were a covering so that the inside of the bra fits and is supportive, and the outside, these round bowl-like cups, will be simply the decoration. Anyways, we had to press pause and we'll pick this up later on. But sadly, my February 2026 project was a fail. Anyways, thank you so much for listening to me. I mean, you never know when you'll run into a design element, project, concept that you just can't make work. And for me, this was my reckoning. It's been a long time since something caught me by surprise like this, but I simply can't sew through this very hardened, starchy um, Dina bra. And honestly, it isn't shaped right or can provide the support that most women here in the US want. Anyways, next time I pick up this bra to work on it, I'll have a foundation and I'll share with you the results. Thank you so much for joining me, even if it's only for a brief video to talk to you about my fail. If you're interested in one of the strapless bras, I'll include the links below so you can go and check them out and see what they have to offer. And in the fullness of time, I look forward to sharing the next phase of this costume project. I want to thank you all for being here, for your continued support. If you're watching me on Patreon, thank you. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. You know that helps with the algorithm, and it's I'm just getting used to really producing these DIY videos. So thanks for hanging out with me and for helping me, get into shape. I hope that you have a very good next sewing and costuming project. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you and have a happy spring.